guys, we did it. We completed season 1 of Star Trek.
Yay!
And it's taken us how many weeks? I don't know, but this is like the 48th episode.
64 weeks.
64 weeks? Are you just
No,
doubling?
I'm just spitballing a number. It sounded right.
Because no, it wouldn't be that. I know we were doing weekly for a little while, and then we went like, bi-weekly. And I don't know, whatever.
The math doesn't
Our
math.
first episode was recorded on February 1st, 2022, which did not get published until March 1st.
It was hosted by Brad, Drew, and Majeed. And guess
Technically, Drew is labeled as the main host.
what? Well,
Oh, he's the editor. He can label himself whatever he wants to.
I get to do what I want. Hi, guys. My name is Drew. I'm the host of this episode. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Brad. Hi, Brad.
Greetings.
You really had to think about that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did. I'm like so dead tired having child, fixing house.
You were like really leaning on this kid as an excuse for pretty much
I know.
everything.
I've had a kid for like 11 years, and you don't hear me complain nearly as much. I also have dog and cat. Come on, buddy, step it up.
I'm going to go with the fact that I'm 40 when I had my first child versus what, you were 25?
How old am I now?
I don't know, 37?
Listen, however old I am now, just minus 11 years from it.
You're what?
I
34?
don't even, how old am I? I'm off the calendar. I know that, but I'm not 40 yet.
Yeah, so
Can we get back to this?
Between the ages of 21 and 29, sure, we'll go with that.
That seems about right.
Brad, you look like Will Wheaton tonight, but you don't sound like Will Wheaton.
No, I definitely do not have the voice.
It's
I can
disappointing.
assure you, I can assure you I'm not going to be reading any Ready Player One or Locked In for this evening.
Or
Well,
any
before-
John Scalzi books.
Before I allow him to make any more jokes, I'd like to introduce our other co-host, Brad. Majeed.
I mean, I can understand how you would mistake Majeed and I. We do look alike so
yes,
much.
exactly. Like, hi, Majeed.
Hey, buddy. Oh, Brad, again, you should totally let me get your Twitter so I can like bring you into the thread on Twitter. I won't get you canceled. I promise. I know it's a fear of yours. I won't get you canceled.
He's just going to argue back and forth with himself.
Can
Yeah.
you do me a favor? Give me an example of a tweet you may post under my name so I can have a feel for how this may start.
Khan did nothing wrong. The Borg was right.
It sounds like he's got some QAnon conspiracies here.
Clearly.
William Riker is a scab.
So you're gonna just like do all the things that are potentially mistrusting, right?
William Riker is overrated. Oh.
Yeah, you know what? I was wrong. Like, you won't necessarily get me canceled. You'll get me hated and booed out of the Star Trek community.
It's controversial. You're just bringing the views.
He's
Why'd
broken.
you have to put me on the spot?
You broke him. Brad, you broke him.
You'd be happy to know I gave Drew a demerit on Twitter the other day.
Really? That's
I
an
don't
interesting
remember
one.
that. I don't remember that.
You can't edit Twitter, Drew. You can't edit Twitter. Oh, God, what was it? It was about saying I love you to your co-host, and Drew's like, you never told me that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've never heard that before in my life.
I told Drew I love him at least like 4 times a day, even when we're not recording. Brad, you're usually busy when I tell Drew this stuff.
So
That's why I
I'm
never
guessing
tell
you
you.
guys have a separate chat that I'm not included in.
No, it's right in
So-
the main room.
Clearly, I'm way too busy at actually doing something called work. But
No,
you know.
no,
Here we go,
you're
leaning on the baby
right,
again.
right. You're like
Jeez.
busy with baby guys.
I didn't do the baby this time.
Look
It was
at me.
it was
My
work.
name is Brad. I have a baby. Brad Lena's so noisy. Rah.
You know what, guys? That's it. I'm done. Later.
He says the baby. Okay. All right. Okay. Guys, I didn't watch this last episode.
What?
I didn't watch. I didn't watch the episode.
So you're telling us this after we record the last episode?
Wait, what? That was. Oh wait, that was the season finale. What was it called again?
Operation Annihilate.
Wow. Yeah. What a horrible title for an episode.
Yeah. That was a doozy. But the good news is after we finish watching that, we finished the season, and we are actually here to talk about the season overall in a very loose kind of format. You know, we watched 29 episodes of Star Trek, and I kind of want to know what you guys think. Majeed, you've never seen any Star Trek, really. How do you feel about your first introduction to the franchise?
So we talked about this, right? A couple of times. Those few episodes, those first few are rough. Oh, they're so rough. And it's hard not to be like, Jesus, what did I sign on for?
Were you regretting your life choices for the first couple weeks?
I was wondering if I was contractually obligated to the podcast. Like, oh.
Well, the answer is yes.
Clearly, right. You know where I live. You've seen my house. You know my dog.
I know where your low voltage wiring is.
Stop. Stop. Don't you dare. Don't you dare mess with my low voltage wiring. I take great pride in my low voltage wiring. For those who don't know, low voltage wiring for my landscape lighting at my house, that's the only thing that I've done that I'm very proud of. I mean, I have a daughter, but in terms of like projects,
He's more proud of the low voltage lighting than his daughter.
right? It's hard not to laugh at some of these episodes, Drew. Just today, I was thinking about the Pomeranian that they dressed up in extra fur, or who could forget the Salt Bay monster?
Oh God!
Which was also pretty funny. We had flying chicken cutlets. And then next season we get Furbies, right? We get like tribbles.
I think so.
They're like hairballs.
Isn't that season 3?
I'm not sure. Let's
Right,
go
well.
find out.
I forced Drew to live fact check me.
It is season 2.
Fantastic.
Well done, sir.
So we talked about this too. My first experience was the J.J. Abrams universe, and Zoe Saldana as Uhura. Yeah, I think I was more interested in Zoe Saldana as Uhura, which brought me into the Star Trek universe overall. That was my gateway drug.
That's a good gateway drug.
Chris Pine too. I don't know, man. I don't know, Drew. It's such a wide universe. It's there's a lot to understand. Everything is canon, apparently. Unlike Star Wars, where you can just have some stuff that's not canon and just call them legends. Everything's canon in Star Wars, though. Sorry, everything's canon in Star Trek, though.
Except the books. But some books are canon. But not all books. Most of the books are not canon.
We're not going to go down that road right now. I can't.
Well,
I can't do that.
I was thinking about, when we're done with the original series, we can move on to the novelizations.
Do they have audiobook versions read by John Luke Picard himself?
No.
I would definitely pay to hear Patrick Stewart read an audiobook to me, and I won't even speed it up.
Allegedly, he has an autobiography that's coming out that he narrated.
I love it. So, for those of you who don't know, when I do Audible, I listen to my audiobooks at a 1.65 or 1.5 playback speed, depending on the pitch of the reader. It's something that I do. It's a normal talking speed for me. I can listen to it.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, but if Patrick Stewart's reading that book, there's no way I'm speeding him up. I want to hear every pronunciation, every syllable.
See, I would be worried that he would try to, like, the sound of his voice would kind of put me to sleep at this point. Like, if this was like Patrick Stewart from The Next Generation, and like I could see that being very, a very actiony type of book, but now with like Picard, I don't know, man. Like how he was in the seasons, 1, 2, and 3, I feel like he may actually put me to sleep.
Grandpa Pat.
But if we're also being honest with ourselves, Brad, because you are Papa, everything puts you to sleep. When was the last time you were able to finish a movie without falling asleep, Brad?
Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it longer than 30 minutes?
It was an hour and 40, I think. We just talked about it. I said I watched Renfield.
Oh wow, I was all in one sitting.
that was a conversation that we had about 20 minutes ago.
I know, but I want to make sure I was all in one sitting. I didn't think
that was all in one sitting.
That's impressive. Can I clap for him, Drew?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's make sure that registered on the recording app. 1 second. Okay, good. You got it.
Brad, how did you like season 1?
I feel like we were on a roller coaster. It had its ups, it had its downs. There were some things that I was like, that is not politically correct anymore.
Yeah.
And honestly, the some of the stuff watching through it did make me cringe a little bit in certain ways. Reflecting upon how like the pilot episode probably comes to mind. But I can say it was a very fun and interesting ride. There were definitely things that kind of really shined a lot more so than others. In certain episodes, kind of help clarify some of those lower deck references.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Man Trap where the crewman, or was it Gary? What's his name? Ended up getting superpowers.
Oh,
it wasn't Man Trap.
Gary Mitchell. Was that
Gary Mitchell's an ant?
Where no man has gone before.
That's right. Where no man's gone before, and I the references from like Lower Decks, I was like, it made it so much more memorable, I guess you could say.
Yeah. They definitely hit right into the lore on that one. Gary Mitchell's an ant.
There were some episodes that were questionable, like Naked Time, or some episodes were very memorable in other ways, like What Are Little Girls Made Of? So I can safely say that I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 2. Honestly,
yeah, I share a lot of those same sentiments. There were a handful of these episodes that I had seen. Some of them I hadn't seen in maybe 20 years or more. So it was nice to watch them again with a fresh set of eyes and kind of reacquaint myself with the original Star Trek. And exactly like you said, kind of get a new appreciation for all those Lower Decks jokes. Mm-hmm. They just hit harder when you have the background. Not that they're not funny without it, but they are much more funny when you have that point of reference.
After seeing the entire first season, I'm pretty certain it's safe to say that I've never seen a single episode straight from the beginning to end
For the whole first season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say I thought I may have seen. I definitely have seen parts of these episodes because I do remember, and it's probably I saw them through like TV show references towards um like what was his name, Clint Howard, like his first appearance as like the the child's
Mm-hmm.
mind creature,
Yeah.
like things like that I remember distinctly seeing them, but then like watching the episode I clearly never saw that episode,
Right.
and it's something that was a good run on as far as watching it. I'm really glad we did this.
Yeah, me too. And like there was this temptation right from the beginning when we started talking about this to jump straight into Next Generation. But from my point of view at least, like it was an opportunity to do something that's a little bit out of our comfort zone, I think, by going to a television show that's so much older and really where it all started. And it gave me an excuse to watch a Star Trek series that I don't have the same level of familiarization with. You know, when we get to the Next Generation, like I know the episodes by title, you know, or like some of the episodes, like I don't even have to see the title. I can tell you what they are based on the cold open. So it's kind of hard for me to keep an open mind with those because I've already seen them, you know, some of them more than a couple dozen times.
Yeah. And you know,
But
I know with the Next Generation stuff, like I would cherry pick some of my favorite episodes and just watch them over and over again,
mm,
and it was just the world to me.
right,
I can tell you this much: there's a few episodes in season 1 of TOS that I actually don't mind watching again, or
mm-hmm.
I may just like pull it up just to check it out at some point. But I can tell you that there's probably more episodes that I won't try to watch.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'll be leaning on that. You know, I don't think I'd ever put this on, but I don't think I'd skip it if it was on scale. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about some of our top ranked episodes and our lowest ranked episodes. And I tried to pull a list of the top 3 for each person, but we had some ties. So in the case of a tie, I listed all of them if they had the same number. And Brad, I want to start with you. You had Space Seed as your highest ranked episode with a 9.
Yep. Space Seed was the highest ranked for it. And you looking back, I actually stand pretty firm that is probably one of if not the favorite episode of the entire season for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, Majeed, you also had Space Seed ranked as your number 1. You had it as
such a good episode.
You gave that a 10, as did I.
It's such a good episode. Yeah. Ricardo Montalban, man, he ate every scene that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Just killed it.
It's one of those episodes that I think really sticks with you. You know, after you've turned it off, you don't forget it. You don't forget the performance that he came to the table with. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Brad, you had some interesting choices beyond this. You ranked Squire of Gothos as an 8.
Yes, it's side by side with the other. I think I have a 3-way tie for this one.
You do. This Side of Paradise was your second 8, and The City on the Edge of Forever was your third 8.
Which was the one right before the season finale, right?
Yeah, we watched that 2 episodes ago.
You know, honestly though, like thinking about of those 3, I have to say the Squire of Gothos is still probably my second favorite of the season. You know, I really enjoyed that one. It was very whimsical, and from you and I grew up on the Next Generation stuff, and to me that felt so close to like the TNG stuff that we watch, like very mischievous, whimsical type of an episode.
I wasn't far behind you with my score on that one. I gave it a 7. I enjoyed it, and I certainly enjoyed the allusions to Trelane being a Q. I thought that was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting comparison to make.
Mm-hmm.
But Majeed was a little bit more sour on that one, giving it a 5.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Did not like it. But it wasn't my. Was it my? No, it wasn't even my lowest rated episodes.
No, it wasn't. Majeed, for your second and third episodes, we actually had a tie between The City on the Edge of Forever and Balance of Terror, which actually syncs up with my other 2 episodes as well, although ranked slightly different.
Mm-hmm. Balance of Terror was an interesting one because we saw that series of events played out differently in Strange New World season 1.
Right.
And I remember you saying to me, damn, man, we should have gotten to this episode in TOS first. And now we got to watch it in Strange New Worlds.
I like your impression.
Was that a good impression of you?
No, but
was that good?
No, but I'll allow it.
I feel like that was like some sort of 1950s mobster.
Sometimes I imagine Drew as my editor, but he's basically J. Jonah Jameson.
You know what? I can see that.
No, I mean, Drew, that episode holds up, man. Balance of Terror. Oh my God.
I was thrilled when that lived up to my expectations. That was an episode that I had not seen.
Yeah.
Very, very pleased with that one. And Mark Leonard, who played the Romulan commander, had a tremendous performance. And it just felt like this epic submarine battle,
Yeah.
Hunt for the Red October.
Exactly.
Yeah, I honestly, if I could go back, I mean, that's probably the one episode I would just watch over and over again. I loved it. And then, of course, the counterpart being, was that the season finale of Strange New Worlds?
Oh, yeah.
The counterpart?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Listen, I could watch those 2 episodes back to back. Like it's just, I might do it tonight.
Yeah. Well, with Strange New Worlds coming out in a couple days, it might not be a terrible idea.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm tweeting about it almost every single day.
Yep.
Brad would know that if he'd let me get his Twitter login.
Nice try.
So, I mean, out of all the episodes, there were some interesting takeaways that I had. I actually gave out more 10s than anybody, and Brad gave out no 10s at all.
Yep.
Well,
I was reflecting on that.
10s. You gave out more. You gave out 10s for all of us, Drew.
I guess.
Well, you made up for Brad's lack of 10s.
I gave you some of my 10s to give.
I've got no 10s to give, damn it.
But Drew, I remember you coming into this season 1 saying, there are a few episodes that I would give a 10 to. I don't want to give out 10s right away, but there are some 10s I definitely want to give out.
I definitely had a couple in the back pocket. And I tried to temper my scale with those expectations. Quite frankly, I'm a little surprised that City on the Edge of Forever didn't end up with one.
As we roll into season 2, eventually, sometime before 2024, any 10s you think you could give out for season 2?
That's a little bit more difficult for me to answer because I'm not as familiar with season 2. See, I think the big issue is I have to really look at the list, and like there's just episodes that are kind of scattered all over the place that are either great or terrible, and I'm not really sure what's what. But we'll talk about season 2 expectations a little bit later in this recording. Let's talk about our bottom 3, right? And Majeed, I'd like to start with you on this one. You didn't give out any 1s, but you did have a 2 and 3 3s. and you gave let's see here. Your threes went to the Galileo 7, What Are Little Girls Made Of, and Errand of Mercy.
Can I tell you that those episodes were so bad, I don't even remember what they were about.
I believe it.
Was the Galileo 7 a Western?
It should have been, but it was not.
Okay.
That was the one where Spock led the shuttlecraft that got crashed on the planet surface, and everybody wanted to like turn against him because he's a Vulcan and not a human.
Yep. I
There was
remember
that one. And then What Are Little Girls Made Of is the one that had the ruck in it.
How could I forget? That was Twitter content for at least a week.
Yeah. And Errand of Mercy was the one with the Klingons that we watched just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember that one.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that
That's
one
how
was
bad.
where
Wow.
nothing actually mattered.
Yeah.
Nothing mattered.
All three of us ranked that episode fairly low. We all gave it threes. And actually, I ended up sharing What Are Little Girls Made Of with you as one of my low scoring ones as well, too. That ended up being a 2 on my side.
I thought you really hated the episode with the little kids, and they kept saying "knock knock."
Bonk, bonk.
Bang.
Yeah. What the hell was that, Miri?
Yeah, it was Mary.
I gave,
It was Mary?
I
Okay.
gave that a 4.
Mm.
In hindsight, maybe it deserved lower, but that's where I landed on that one. What else? Let's see here. Majeed, you also had Return of the Archons as your. You gave that your lowest score with a 2.
Was that the one with the sex dungeon?
I don't remember.
That was
Oh, this one with Landrew.
Landry. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
the
think
sex dungeon.
Yeah, it had it
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a sex dungeon. And Drew and Brad was like, yeah, I want to do one of those in my basement.
I'm pretty sure I didn't, but you know what? That's fine.
If you had Twitter, that's probably what it would have said on your Twitter account.
So Brad and I also shared that one with you as being our lowest pick.
You know, I think looking at the ones that I have for mine, if I could change the score for one of them, I really would.
Well, you have
Which one?
You have Errand of Mercy and The Cage tied at a 3, and then A Taste of Armageddon and Return of the Archons tied for a 2.
So I remember when we first started this, like after our intro episode, we watched The Cage, and I was like going to give The Cage a really low score.
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember the conversation, and I don't want to say you talked me out of it, but you talked me out of giving it a lower score than what I gave. I think what I was saying, like a 2 or 1 even for The Cage.
You were going right for the jugular right off the bat.
Yeah, and reflecting upon season 1, you know what? The Cage deserves a 1 in my opinion.
Wow, way to bury the lead, man.
We don't talk about The Cage. Remember that was our deal.
I know.
I still don't think that episode was that bad, but
The Menagerie made that episode better.
Oh, it made it
Or
very
this-
very palatable.
Or the matter of fact, hang on, I could probably do this one better. The story behind The Cage made The Cage better. Like the story of how Star Trek came to be because of The Cage made The Cage a better story. Just overall.
That's fair.
so outside of The Cage, do you still agree with your overall scores, or is there anything else that you would want to change, higher or lower?
No, like honestly, all of those were pretty accurate. Errand of Mercy, like it. I had so much like high hopes for that with the Klingons' first interaction and everything, and it just turned to be like a story about nothing. Taste of Armageddon, again, more of nothing that really happened. And Return of the Archons, that was the best thing that came from that was in Landrew We Trust.
I trust in Drew too.
All right, guys. So we've talked about season 1 a little bit more in depth. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? I have a word association game I'd like to play with you guys. I'm going to say a word, and we're going to go back and forth. And I'd like you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Brain.
You have to wait for me to say the thing.
Oh.
Should we both blurt it out at the same time, or should like I let Majeed go first and then?
Yeah, we could probably do it like we could probably take turns so we're not
yeah.
talking over each other.
Obviously, I'm not going to be able to participate in this, but that's okay.
Majeed, you go first.
All right.
USS Enterprise.
Kirk.
Brad.
Oh, Spock. Actually, it's me.
Interesting. Okay.
This is like one of those tests, the Rorschach tests.
Yeah.
No, he's doing one of those things where it's like you got to fill in the words and then it's going to create a story at the end of it.
Mad Libs?
Yeah, that's ad libs. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's not Mad Libs, but okay. Warp speed. Brad, you got
fast.
it.
Oh.
Fast.
GD.
Hit it.
Kirk.
Pad captain. Sorry.
Trials.
Sorry. That was you, Majeed. Sorry, that was your first. Sorry.
Trial.
Okay. Majeed. Spock.
Kirk.
Battleth. No, why?
What?
I have no idea why it is a battle. I was just thinking of like them fighting. And
We haven't even seen that yet.
I know, but I've seen the scene, so therefore it just like played in my head.
Have you seen that scene play out in The Simpsons, though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
All right.
Again, if you're on Twitter, you know this. But Drew, please continue.
All right, Brad, you're up. Bones McCoy.
It's the shit. The drink. You're. I can't remember what was in this. I know what it is. It's like your doctor's a bartender. That's what it is.
Jude?
Malpractice.
Uhura.
Brad? Or was that me?
That's you.
Yeah, you guys are going to go back and forth.
Mini
sorry.
skirt for me.
All right. Damn it, Brad. Anyway. So, Drew, go again. It's
Uhura.
Wow.
I think Brad already answered.
That works as a word?
Yeah,
RAWR. Okay.
I'll accept it.
Okay.
Brad.
I'll go, yeah.
Sulu.
Comms officer. He's not a comms officer, is he?
Oh,
that's
no,
Uhura.
you're stuck with it. I
know.
You're stuck with it. You're stuck with it. You're stuck with it.
GD.
Oh, my.
Nice one. I like that.
Thank you. I've been practicing. I do it at work all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, HR wants to hear it too. It's such a good impression.
Good thing you're work from home.
That's right.
All right, GD. Scotty.
God, warp speed.
LaForge.
Okay.
TNG episode.
Oh, fair. Okay, fine.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's a stretch. Stop copying me. Let's see here. Brad. God!
Yeah, I think your microphone cut out a little bit for us. Can you do it again?
It did. We can't even hear it at this point.
Yeah, there's noise cancellation happening. Like it's not recognizing your screams.
Well, I can assure you they're there.
All right.
Con.
It's what's the actor's name again?
Ricardo
Montalban.
Yeah, Ricardo Montalban.
Deep cut V's.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
All right, GD. Landrew.
Horrible episode.
Oh man, it's there's a picture that shows in my head, and it's the guy smiling like super teethy. He's like, ah.
Frank's or Wayne?
Yeah, no, it's one of the characters in the episode. Like there's I pulled up the episode in Memory Alpha, and it shows a picture of a guy like a very teethy smile.
I gotta find this. Hold on.
Yeah. This is how bad the episode was. I purged it from my memory.
Your daddy can put them up, can he?
Ugh.
That's the quote in Memory Alpha.
Oh god.
Oh god. Brad, that's the quote you remember?
No, I remember the guy.
You're gonna get us canceled, buddy. You're gonna get us canceled.
Oh goodness. Bonk bonk.
Unsupervised children.
That's all I remember. Is bonk bonk. That's it. This bonk bonk is bonk bonk for me. That's it. It's so bad. Okay. All right.
All right. GD. Edith Keeler.
Who?
There you go. All right. Brad.
Yeah, that's it.
A good looker.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was Joan Collins, man.
Oh, from The City on the Edge of Forever?
Yeah.
You think I remember stuff like this?
It was 2 episodes ago, so I was kind of hoping.
I mean, that's 2 episodes for the listeners. 2 episodes. 2 episodes for us is like weeks, months.
All right, Brad. Chicken cutlet.
Flying.
Protein.
Nice. GD. Red shirts.
Picard sent you. Kirk sent you to die. Death. I guess it's one word, right? Or just.
It's technically 2. Whatever.
All right, so death sentence.
Gonna die.
Oh, you meant like 2 words for your response? You can use as many words as you want, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's no
Okay.
rule.
Yeah, death sentence is fine.
But it works best when there's 1 word. But death sentence is fine. I'll take it. Brad.
Death sentence, if you put a thing in between, the little hot dog, it makes it 1 word.
A little hot dog. A hyphen?
It's a hyphen. It looks like a little hot dog. I'm hungry. I had dinner, like I had a salad, but I'm still hungry.
Oh God.
Need more food. I need protein.
Brad,
Continue.
Nurse Chapel.
Oh, her and Spock.
I'm going for a Strange New Worlds reference. Okay.
Yep.
GD.
Wow.
Okay, Captain Pike.
Pike's Peak.
Zaddy.
Yeoman Rand.
Is that me or is that Brad?
Yes. I don't know. You guys are just kind of going, so.
Oh God. I think of her husband. This is so weird. Rebecca Romaine's husband is not John
1?
Stamos.
That was number 1. That's not Rand. Here's your report. That's my answer.
Fair enough.
Oh, so then my word would be who?
Perfect. There you go.
All right.
The Gorn.
Adorable.
Boulders.
Brad, Trelane.
Whimsical.
Was this a Squire of Gothos episode?
It was.
Ugh. That's my word. Ugh.
Okay. GD, Charlie X.
Shirtless Kirk.
There it is.
Sad.
What?
Sad child.
Let's see here.
Kid needed a beating.
The Ruck.
Me.
The Rock.
And finally, The Naked Time.
It's just Majeed saying naked time.
Naked time.
Yes,
That's what's in my head.
That's what's in my head too. I can't hear anything else except me saying naked time.
You know what? I think that's actually a win for us, Majeed, because now you have a better microphone while you're saying it.
it's true. Can you give me
Well,
like
I just hope.
give me like 3 or 4 more takes, and we'll just be silent, and I'm just gonna make like reference clips out of that.
Ooh, naked time. Naked time. Naked time.
Are you like having an orgasm or something?
I think
You can't say that. You can't say that word.
Oh shit!
Also, you already know the answer to that question.
Oh my god! The answer is yes.
I just, oh man.
Now would be that would
I
be a
just think
good.
that song "Jizz in My Pants."
Now would be a good if we had a sponsor, Drew. That would be a good spot for a sponsor. Like if we had hymns as a sponsor, or Blue Chew. If we had Blue Chew as a sponsor. Oh God,
Delightful.
Blue Chew, perfect for naked time.
I love it.
There we go. Cut that promo. Let's send it over to Blue Chew. Let's see if they'll give us money.
All right, guys. I got something that I want to try. I think it's going to be kind of fun. I took an idea for a fake episode of the original series, and I threw it into ChatGPT. And if you guys would just kindly go to our Google Drive folder, you'll see a copy of the script. The prompt that I gave ChatGPT is write a script to an episode of Star Trek, the original series. Use only characters that appear in season 1. Be original in your script. Do not use any ideas for existing episodes. And it gave me like this generic thing. So then I decided to get a little bit more specific. Write a script for an episode of the original series, Star Trek. It should take place during season 1 using characters that are only in season 1 episodes. Make the script as detailed as possible. The main plot of the episode is how the red shirts are becoming self-aware of dying on away missions, and how they attempt to and fail to take control of the Enterprise.
This is wholly original and not based on any related red shirt books.
No, that's not a thing. I had to give it a little bit more detail. The script was originally too short, so I asked it to make the script longer, give the red shirts names, and make it more dramatic, and allow them to temporarily take control of the Enterprise, but they're ultimately foiled by Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. And what we've been gifted from the AI god is Star Trek episode Red Shift, Rebellion Amidst the Stars.
That name is so epic.
This is entirely created by AI, and surely the WGA has nothing to worry about.
Brad, that's the Writers Guild of America.
So, guys, we have some roles that we need to fill out, and I thought it'd be fun if we spun a wheel to choose who gets which role. So, in the role of the narrator, we have
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Majeed.
Yes. I'm gonna narrate the heck
No,
out of
you
this.
shouldn't. You shouldn't edit it down. You should like leave it, put the spin in, and then the music when Majeed won and everything. That was great.
I'm not doing that.
Then you got to do it 8 more times.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy,
doing
remember
that.
he's the editor. Like he controls everything. He can edit your pitch, make you sound like a girl.
I sound like a squirrel.
All right. Anyway, next up, in the role of Michaels, aka Red Shirt number 1, we have also Majeed.
It's gonna be an entire episode of Majeed.
What's happening right now?
This is gonna be hilarious if he ends up doing like all 8 roles. All right. In the role of Kirk, we have.
Oh God, please not Brad. Please not Brad. Please not Brad. Please not Brad. Yes.
Oh, Drew.
I can see Drew being like Kirk type because he's prone to like murdering people.
In the
Leadership role.
in the role of Jensen, aka Red Shirt number 2.
Brad.
I feel
Also
like this
Drew.
spinner is rigged.
Yeah, this is not going well for Brad. All right, in the role of Red Shirt number 3, Thompson.
What's happening right now?
Brad's got to get something. We're gonna have to split this up if this keeps going this way. Majeed is Thompson. In the role of Spock.
If Brad gets nothing, he's just gonna go home.
Yeah, he's home. Oh my god,
Guys,
Drew,
how many times am I on here?
What you should have done, Drew, is put the name of each of the characters and then just be like, Brad, you get this person, and then just delete the person.
all right. We can do that. I can change that. Should we do that? We're gonna redo this. Let's redo this. This is not working out.
Mark for edit?
No.
Drew's failures stated.
I'm gonna own up to this one.
I do like me being the narrator. Were you able to type in red shit?
I might have.
You don't have to do the full name. You can just do RS1, RS2.
Now this is breaking my brain by having
Having two different versions.
This is why I don't listen to Brad.
3, Thompson, Spock.
Basically, Brad is introducing the Monty Hall equation into this choosing process.
Drew, I'll keep track on our spreadsheet.
Thank you. All right. So let's see if this works this time. Here we go again.
Wait, who's gonna go first?
I'll go first.
All right. So whoever lands this first spin, that's going to be Brad. Okay. Here we go. Brad's red shirt number 3.
All right. So just remove Brad. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Majeed.
You know, the first day I met Brad, I thought his name was Thompson.
He does look like a Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh no, Majeed is Scotty.
I'm not doing the accent.
You have to.
I can't do the accent. That's going to be offensive.
Can I be Scotty? I'll be Scotty.
No, I got it. I just don't want to get us canceled. Like, I'm okay if Brad gets us canceled. I don't want to get us canceled.
Wow. All right. Here we go. This is for me. I'm really bad at accents, by the way.
I know.
Spock.
Oh, perfect.
All you got to do is just say censor. Oh, Drew got Spock.
Yeah. All right. Getting down to the wire here. This is for Brad. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this together. This is a train wreck. It's delightful.
Figure it out, buddy.
Don't even care.
Oh, man.
I'm the narrator.
Okay.
I do hate the music, I must say.
Yeah, the music's terrible. All right. Majeed, you're up. Majeed's red shirt number 1. Michaels.
If I worked for Dell, my name would be Michael. I'm just going to put it out there. Oh, that's going to get me canceled. I can't say that.
I play red shirt number 2, Jensen. All right.
You know, our buddy Franks looks like Jensen Ackles.
So it's going to be me. And then Majeed will get the second one.
Ready?
Go.
Tempting fate,
God,
boys.
Please. Brad is definitely McCoy.
Oh!
Thank God. Now I can play Kirk as a murderer the way he should be portrayed. You're really just going to spin it anyway?
Wow, what a surprise.
All right. So now that we have our cast of characters here, just to reiterate, the narrator is played by Brad. Red shirt number 1 is played by Michaels.
Wait.
Red shirt number 1, Michaels, is played by Majeed. Kirk is also played by Majeed, which is going to be great because now Majeed's going to have to talk to himself.
Oh, you've not been in this room without you guys. Like, I do it all the time.
Oh, well, that's a little scary. Jensen is played by myself. Thompson is played by Brad. I play Spock. Brad plays McCoy, and Scotty is played by Majeed. Narrator,
Without the accents.
take it away.
Shall I begin, gentlemen?
Yes, please.
INTUSS
Interior.
Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for explaining me
Don't
the
you
abbreviations.
don't you read scripts?
No, never.
What?
Interior USS Enterprise. I'm going to start now, okay? Fine. Interior USS Enterprise, Bridge Day. Captain James T. Kirk stands at his command chair observing the view screen. Spock, Uhura, and McCoy are stationed at the respective stations. The ship cruises through space until Red Shirt 1, Michaels.
Captain, we can no longer accept the fate that awaits us on every away mission. We're the red shirts and we demand to be heard.
Kirk turns to face Michaels, noticing the seriousness in his eyes.
What is it you propose, crewman?
Captain,
Oh shit, it's me again.
No.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
me.
All right.
Captain, we've discussed our concerns amongst ourselves. We're tired of being seen as expendable. We want control of our own lives, our own destinies.
Kirk exchanges concerned glances with Spock, McCoy, and Uhura.
I understand your grievances, but your safety is our utmost importance to me. Let's find a solution where I'm over here in safety and you go over there and die in peace.
Excuse me. Cut.
I can't improvise.
No ad-libbing on the script.
Okay. I can't. All right. I'm sorry. I understand your grievances, but your safety is of utmost importance to me. Let's find a solution together.
Interior USS Enterprise, crew quarters night. In a dimly lit room, red shirts gather clandestinely deep in conversation. We can't allow this cycle of death to continue. We must take control of the ship, demand respect, and put an end to this madness once and for all. The red shirts nod, fueled by a mix of desperation and determination.
We strike at dawn. Gather your courage and remember, we fight for every red shirt who's ever fallen.
Interior USS Enterprise Bridge Day. Michaels, Jensen, Thompson, and the other redshirts, armed with phasers, confront Kirk, Spock, McCoy, who stand defiantly.
Captain Kirk, you have taken control of the ship. The era of the red shirts as disposable pawn ends now. Michaels, listen to reason. We are not your enemies. We're here to protect you and ensure the safety of the crew, the entire crew.
Rebellion is not the solution. We can address your concerns through dialogue and collaboration.
Gentlemen, put down your weapons. We can find a way to make your mission safer, but this is not the answer. Tensions fill the air as the red shirts hesitate, torn between their desire for change and their loyalty to the crew. Interior USS Enterprise, Engineering Day. Scotty, caught between loyalty and duty, reluctantly helps the red shirts, providing them with access to certain systems.
This is where I get canceled, guys.
Hashtag worth it.
Oh, I cannot believe I'm doing this. I cannot see good people throw their lives away either. Don't make me regret it.
The red shirts acknowledge Scotty's assistance, knowing the weight of his actions. The red shirts, now in control of the bridge, they make decisions, altering course and asserting their authority.
Oh, I'm Jensen. Attention, crew of the USS Enterprise. We are the red shirts. We demand equal treatment and respect. From now on, we will ensure our own safety.
The crew watches in confusion and concern, uncertain of the outcome. Captain's quarters day. Kirk, Spock, and McCoy convene in Kirk's quarters, strategizing their next move.
We can't let this continue. The lives of the red shirts, as well as the integrity of this ship, are at stake. I can hit the button right now and eject them out of the space pod.
Captain.
Director, can we get a thing here?
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
Read the script.
We can't let this continue. The lives of the red shirts, as well as the integrity of the ship, are at stake. We must reclaim control.
Captain, we can exploit their temporary advantage. They have not fully considered the consequences of their actions.
Damn it, Jim. We need to make them see that we are their allies, not their adversaries. Their safety is our mission too.
I'm so glad you got
Bridge.
McCoy.
Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, armed with phasers, confront the red shirts, their determination evident.
Enough is enough. Stand down, red shirts. We're here to protect you just as we protect all crew members.
We won't go back to being disposable pawns. We've taken control and we won't let go. A tense standoff ensues, the fate of the ship hanging in the balance. Engineering. Scotty, conflicted, takes matters into his own hands, activating a system override.
All right. Here we go, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, lads. It's for your own good.
Back on the bridge, suddenly the ship shudders as Scotty's override shuts down crucial systems, leaving the red shirts in disarray.
Now, lower your weapons. This rebellion ends here.
Reluctantly, the red shirts comply, realizing the futility of their cause.
We just wanted to matter, to have a chance to survive. Your lives matter, Michaels, each and every one of you. We'll find a way to improve safety protocols, but we must work together.
The red shirts chasten nod in acknowledgments. Back in the crew quarters, red shirts and senior officers gather, engaging in an honest and open discussion about safety, respect, and the challenges they face together.
We're in this together. We'll learn from each other, protect each other, ensure that every crew member, red shirt included, has the opportunity to shine.
Fade out. The end.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
I love it, but we both know that Kirk would have, he would have blown him out the airlock.
This is
right?
a work
like,
of
hey guys,
this is a work of fiction.
He's like, hey, do me a favor, go check this, go check the airlock for me real quick.
Can you just make sure that the plasma coils are aligned? check the ion pod, please.
That was awesome. I feel like I need to read red shirts and make sure that we didn't plagiarize.
Well, technically, ChatGPT would have plagiarized, not me.
I know.
I also do want to say that in Lower Decks, when Boimler joined that crew in, I think, season 2, they called themselves the Red Shirts. And you guys really call yourselves that? That was the joke. It was. Well, I love that show.
John Scalzi didn't come up with the idea. He just executed it well.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. That was great, though. I love the script.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I was really hoping that it would be silly enough, but not too silly. There were a couple rejected scripts that I'll share with you guys at a later date.
We should do this more often. I enjoy it.
I agree.
Right. In 64 weeks, when we finish season 2, we could do another one.
Man, I actually really enjoyed doing McCoy. That was fun.
You were a great McCoy.
have to consult a lawyer about my Scotty portrayal. I feel that it went into, at some point, a Jamaican accent.
I felt it was a little indie.
I felt that your James Kirk was a little John F. Kennedy now and then.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I mean, I had to go with a character that definitely wouldn't murder his brethren, crewman.
All right, guys. So, is there anything in season 2 that you're looking forward to? Are there any episodes that you've heard of that you want to see, or any storylines that you're hoping might get further developed?
I'm going in a blind.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of episodes, a lot more than I expected.
What are some of the episodes you're looking forward to, Brad?
The first one is Mirror Mirror.
Oh, that's right. That's season 2.
Oh, with the
looking forward to
goatees?
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Then I Mud. I'm looking forward to that one. I love that character, and I'm really excited to see him again, and I'm probably going to be very disappointed. I would imagine. I'm also looking forward to a piece of the action.
Sorry.
Return to Tomorrow, Patterns of Force, and Assignment Earth.
I can't wait till you give all those episodes a 4.
I'm like, man, this episode sucks.
I'm really.
Why'd you give yourself a lisp?
I'm looking forward to seeing the Doomsday Machine. Actually, I remember seeing that when I was a kid and just being mesmerized by it, and I have no recollection of whether or not it's any good. So I'm very curious on that one. Mirror Mirror, absolutely. Trouble with Tribbles.
Oh,
Right, that is season 2.
yep.
And go ahead.
The one where Spock gets horny. That's the one in there too.
Isn't that a mock time?
Yeah, isn't that the one where they fight
It
too?
is.
Well, yeah, because Spock is horny.
Yes.
Yep. That's the first episode even.
Wow, that's great.
You're gonna start using the word pond far with your wife, and she's gonna divorce you.
You know, Drew, I'm looking forward to actually watching the Trouble with Tribbles.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to watch the DS9 episode right after and compare it.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a good idea. That was a great episode.
It was, and I love the DS9 connection when they went back in time for it.
Yeah. So
And Majeed's like, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to show you my chest.
yeah, Majeed is literally just pulling the collar of his shirt around, like, "Hey, check this out."
I did upper chest today.
Yeah.
And I did I did upper chest, I did flies, I did dumbbell press, and I feel like I still got a pretty good pump going.
Yeah.
And I like it, That's it.
Oh, I thought there's more to it than that.
No, nope, that's it.
All right. Well, on that note, on behalf of Majeed's Pump, I'd like to thank everybody for sticking with us for these past 29 episodes. And join us next week when we start covering Strange New World Season 2.
In Landrew, we trust, baby.
I'm super excited about season 2, man.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
Then followed by with TOS season 2. This is gonna be great.
No, we got Lower Decks season 2. Wait, Lower Decks season 4. Whatever.
Not doing.
We're not covering it,
podcast.
but I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think we're
Probably will.
I think we're all going to talk about it. So
Yeah.
on that note, guys, let's wrap it up. We'll call it a night. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Love you, Drew.
Take care.
Damn it, Drew.
I didn't get a demerit.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of yet another Star Trek podcast. We are a part of the Retro Sessions Network. This episode was recorded on June 12th, 2023, hosted by Brad, Drew, and Majeed. And we'd like to thank you for sticking around with us for the past 48 episodes of the show as we prepare to transition our coverage back to Strange New World Season 2, which we will be doing on a two episode per episode basis. Basically, every 2 weeks, we're going to cover 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds, and we hope that you stick around with us as we go through one of our favorite new Trek series together. Of course, we have some special thanks that we'd like to hand out. First of all, William Grobelar for writing our theme songs, Warp Speed and To the Stars. We'd also like to thank George Rattau for doing additional artwork for us and making us look like Lower Decks characters. We have links for both of these lovely artists in the show notes. Speaking of lovely links, we have links to our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram, our website, our YouTube. All of those are in the show notes. But easiest way to find us on social media is with the handle @YetAnotherSTPod. Of course, you can find the website at yetanothersTpod.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time.